This is a Fatal 4 podcast.
Sami Zayn slips from behind, carrying Cross. Zayn caught him. The Exploder into the corner. I don't know if he got quite all of it.
Welcome everybody to Didn't Get All of It. What an action-packed show we have for you this week. First of all, nobody from the wrestling world has died, so we'll just skip over all of that. But I'm Paul Griffin. Joining me is some of the Fatal Four, including Pro Wrestling Noah.
I'm upset that I wasn't able to make it to the show last week for the thing that happened. And I just want to put it on the record and say, rest in piss, you racist, union-busting trash bag.
Ozzy didn't do that.
That's not the one I mean.
Oh, Chuck Mangione?
No, even less so.
Okay.
His passing didn't make me feel so good.
Also here, someone that Hulk Hogan would obviously be a big fan of, B-Rob.
Did we have anybody die in June, like wrestling wise? Because I'm updating the list. I forgot to put him on there.
I
follow your list.
You're supposed to be on top of that stuff.
Yeah, I just added Hogan. Fuck him.
All right.
I put that in the note too.
That should count for 2 at least.
Yeah, fuck and him.
Is Ozzy a WWE Hall of Famer?
All right, I'll put that one too, because I wasn't really sure.
I'd believe it.
And I'm going to put that in all caps, Ozzy.
Well, I'm looking at the show rundown. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Once again, I watched Dynamite, except this time I had no reason to. And we'll talk about that momentarily. And we have SummerSlam this weekend. So we're looking at 2 nights of that. We'll be previewing the whole thing. But before we get into all of that, let me tell you about all of our other content. Fatal4pod.com. Check out all of the other shows. Didn't Get All of It Japan, covering the G1, is happening right now, featuring B-Rob and friends. And speaking of those friends, they host Ultimo Dragon Ball, which we've talked about a couple times. It's the Dragon Ball Z podcast that for some reason I let them do. And it's great, and you should listen to it, even if you don't care about Dragon Ball Z. I've listened to all 3 episodes, and it's very fun. Also, now that's what I call cinema. Turning out more episodes than Squared Circle Strafe, dropped a fantastic movie podcast about the Fantastic Four. So if you've seen that, actually, even if you haven't seen it, you could listen to it. There's no spoilers.
Yeah,
I would recommend.
It's a good history of how Fantastic Four is in film. So check all that out. Subscribe to the podcast. That's important. Review them. That's also important. Give us 5 stars. And tell people about it. That's important. What else can you do?
Before you get too far into your spiel, Paul, I would like to say that all the people that do like the extracurricular podcasts outside of wrestling, you do a phenomenal job. and like, you're way better at that than we do the wrestling shit.
Hey, that's true.
Because like I'm serious. I'm listening to the Dragon Ball podcast. I listen to the cinema podcast, and whenever Noah does the gaming podcast, I'm like, this is some good shit. And then I go back and listen to either of the wrestling podcasts. I'm like, what are we doing?
Bring it out.
We're doing great. What are you talking about?
We do guys rock. I get it.
Flagship podcast. Baby.
Yeah, without us, nobody would be talking at all.
Mm-hmm. 20 years we've been standing strong. Nobody else. Just us.
We just started last year.
Missed that one. You missed that joke?
I don't know jokes. I'm not a funny person.
About.
We have an amnesia about the other multiverse of this show.
Yeah, this is
Whatever.
Earth 828.
Yeah. Hey, I popped for that when I saw it at the movie. I was like, oh, different timeline. We got other shenanigans.
We knew it was a different timeline. They didn't make that a secret at all.
I know, but I don't watch previews and read into stuff, remember? I just go to the movie and be surprised.
Oh. I'm kind of sick of going to the movies, but Nobody 2 is out in like 2 weeks, so...
Dude, I went to the movies twice today.
And I am jealous of you, because I
Wait,
didn't go at all.
You went left and then went back?
No, I went and I
stayed.
went into, I went and stayed. I saw Fantastic Four, and then while the credits were rolling for Fantastic Four, I got on my phone and used the Regal app to buy a ticket to I Think You Should, or I Think You Should Leave. I know.
I Think You Should Leave last summer.
Yeah, and then I left that auditorium, went to the ticket guy, scanned my ticket, and then went to the other auditorium to watch I Know We Did Last Summer, which was considerably much less good than Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, of course.
There was a small group of teenage girls behind me the whole time having a full volume conversation during I Think You Should. I keep doing it.
I Think You Should Leave last summer.
I Know You Did Last Summer, and I would have gotten mad about it. That's something I would usually like be a little pissy about. Honestly, they were kind of making the movie more entertaining than I think it was in the first place. So I was like, let the teens have fun, whatever.
Yeah, it's like that when you got something that you're not really invested in. But I thought it was all right because previous to that, me and the kid watched the 3 original films, which the third one, oh my God. Have you seen the third one?
I mean, it's probably, no, but I've heard very not good things about the second and third one. And I just thought the first one was okay.
The second one, whatever. They pieced it together. I mean, it's a continuation, and they kind of mention it in the new film that you saw. But the third one only has the IP of the thing, and they made the Hookman a ghost.
That's dumb. But I liked Fantastic Four. Thought that was good.
Yes.
And then also, when I got home, my wife has access to some app that lets you get leftover food from restaurants for like a deep discount. So we got a gigantic, like an absurd amount of donuts from a local chain in Houston, Shipley's, which we have too many donuts. We're gonna have to give some of these donuts away. It's too many donuts, and she paid like $6.50, and it's like 30 donuts.
Oh, did y'all hear about what's happening with Shipley's?
It's just trading companies. They've already been bought out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're doing a Whataburger. It's fine.
I hope they do a Whataburger. We don't have many good donuts here, so could use a decent donut shop.
Yeah, well, why you want Shipley's then?
That's a good point.
Hey.
The ones that we have there's 2 that are 20 minutes away that are actually like really good. My wife doesn't care for them, but she doesn't have good taste, obviously, because she married me. But our closest spot is a Dunkin' Donuts, and I will not go there.
Yikes!
Because Dunkin' is bad most of the time, unless you're in New York, and even then, it's still not.
Their coffee's fine, but their donuts are sad.
Yo, let me tell you, I went to Dunkin' just this past weekend while we bringing it up, and I did not have any donuts. I got the wife one of those iced coffee things or whatever. She's the coffee drinker, but
Dunkaccino.
I think so. But I was there during breakfast time. Or do they do breakfast all day? I don't know. But anyway,
yeah,
they had these.
That's all they sell.
They had these little mini donut things. They weren't really donuts. They was just like egg and bacon and cheese or whatever in a donut shape, and that shit was good as fuck.
Wait, are you describing a bagel sandwich?
No, it wasn't like a sandwich. It was just like the egg whites mixed with like cheese and egg and bacon and stuff, and it was in the shape of a little donut. It was just straight eggs. It wasn't like no bread involved.
Oh, okay.
All
that
egg, no bread.
It's kind of
gas.
I guess I guess like a quiche, maybe like a little quiche, shaped like a donut.
A little egg pie.
That sounds all right. My question is, if Paul, if they do send Shipley's up your way, do they migrate the kolaches? Because from what I understand, no one outside of Texas knows what the heck a kolache is.
I wonder. I haven't even considered that.
They had kolaches at Dunkin' in Louisiana. Yeah.
How do they do that?
Apparently, one of the donut places I talked about does appear to have something kolache looking. Do kolaches exist in North Carolina? Posted 3 years ago on Reddit.
kolaches, the big pigs in the blanket.
This person has 3 years ago. This person's never seen it. You know what? I'm gonna just make that shit myself.
Mm-hmm.
Make your own kolaches?
How hard could that be? You wrap a fucking wiener in some croissant bread and you're good to go.
Yeah. We should know how to put wieners on buns.
I feel like you could hurt yourself doing that.
I mean, you could.
All right. If we don't get on topic, I'm going to hurt myself because we have so much stuff to talk about on this show. Way too much, honestly. Noah, take us into the very little news we have to cover.
Yeah, we got a little news. Some big things happening in the little news. The first thing is that WWE reportedly has a full falling out with Travis Scott. According to Cultaholic, Travis Scott has not been seen on WWE TV since WrestleMania 41 Night 2, and reports that both sides have fully fallen out. Which Drew McIntyre was recently on Impulsive and referred to Scott as a piece of shit for screwing up Mania's main event, which I feel like that's him working, if anything.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
Also,
I don't know about that, maybe.
I mean, it could be a little bit of working, a little bit of shooting. The other thing, so the thing I'm kind of thinking about this is, I mean, there was kind of, the negative fan reaction of his involvement with the whole Cody and Rock and Cena situation. But then also recently, there was that Netflix documentary that came out, and there was like a whole new wave of, hey, fuck that guy for the Astroworld fiasco.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, they should have been like, fuck that guy because of that in general. So I mean,
well, sure, but
I mean, his presence in wrestling did not help. I know people think like it had a moment where it's like, that's cool that he's here.
Yeah.
But that stopped when he started doing anything else. And I'm sorry, like he's in there like standing next to The Rock, which is not something you should do if you're a scrawny boy. Like
he's
The
just
Rock
a
is
scrawny
huge.
boy.
I don't believe him in the ring. I don't believe him doing what he's doing. I'm glad they're done with him. They have much better celebrities involved than Travis Scott anyway.
Yeah. And also, apparently he was there were rumors that he was supposed to be a downloadable character in 2K25, but then he was pulled and replaced with El Grande Americano.
Which one?
Yeah, which is, there's only one. It's a much better person because that person's on the roster. And they added Aleister Black, which is fun.
Yeah, I like that.
I've been playing as him a lot in that game. He fucking rules.
Paul, have you been doing the what's that? My Faction?
No, I don't know what any of that means.
You just
I'll open some cards and I'm like, cool, and then I'll leave. It's like when I buy Pokemon cards and Magic cards in real life. I buy them,
cool.
I say cool, and then I tuck them in a binder and zip it up.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I thought you liked that because you have cards.
No, I prefer real cards, not physical or digital bullshit. But
you're not into the blockchain. You don't have no crypto.
No, unfortunately, I did not get into crypto at the right time. I did play a little of the island, and
tell me, yeah, I never opened that up.
It stinks. I hate anything where it's like create your own character and go on your journey. I don't want that. Write a fucking story, please, with somebody.
I mean, from what I understand, the island was basically like they have something like that in
NBA
all
2K.
The games, right?
Yeah,
like NBA 2K. Yeah,
yeah.
This was just wrestling version of that.
The other thing that I don't like about it is they have all these like really neat arenas that you can have matches in that are not outside of the island. Like there's an arcade that looks like a bar, and it just looks really cool. There's neon lights in the background, and it looks like a place you'd want to have a wrestling show. You can't play it outside of the island. But then there's a bunch of shit locked behind My Rise, which is painful to go through too. Like,
yeah, I'm not looking at that.
Can't you wrestle in the Undertaker's Cathedral on the island?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Is it though?
I mean, it's spooky. I like a good spooky vibe.
Speaking of The Undertaker, he didn't get all of it this week. Would you like to move to the next news story?
Vince McMahon crashed his car into a lady's car.
And fucked him up pretty good.
This simple way of putting that. Vince McMahon faces reckless driving court date as motorist says she is lucky to have survived the crash. A woman whose vehicle was involved in a collision with a car driven by former WWE chairman Vince McMahon. Who is scheduled to appear in a Connecticut court next month after being cited for reckless driving. And she claims that McMahon had struck her at 80 to 90 miles per hour in his Bentley Continental GT after speeding in and out of cars.
Sounds accurate.
That's crazy. Vince McMahon's out of WWE and all of a sudden he's in Collision. Yeah, that sucks. It's a shame that other people got hurt. I hope they sue him for as much money as possible.
Yes.
Because you see the headline, Vince McMahon gets in car wreck, and you're like, oh boy. And then you actually read what happened, and you're like, oh.
Apparently it was the same day as the Hogan death, which is like,
yeah.
Damn, that would have been a day.
Uh-huh.
Those TV shows would have been really weird, though.
I don't know how I would have felt. Well, actually, I do.
I know how I would have felt.
I do, but like,
I would have gone out and got some streamers and party poppers and birthday hats. Have myself a party.
Hey, speaking of streamers, they used to throw them at the Young Bucks, who had a match on Dynamite. You want to talk about Dynamite?
They did. They had a match against the Outrunners, which was fine, but the funniest part about it was
yeah. Tell me more.
The Outrunners do their entrance, and then it cuts to the Young Bucks already in the ring. They already in the ring to them because they're not the EVPs anymore.
Yeah, and then they didn't get their nameplate right. It was like talent name here.
Yeah. The bit is still good. The bit of them just being like on the bottom of the, what do you call it? The food chain now in the company is very funny still.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And then other stuff happened on Dynamite. Like Christian got beat up by his boys.
About
kind
time.
Of doing I mean, I think that the double turn already happened, but they're definitely
they're hammering it in.
Yeah.
This fucking sucked. Maybe Christian's worst promo of all time.
It was so long.
It was
probably
extremely long, extremely terrible in content. Talking about like how he used to bang the mom and like just like not good TVs. I don't understand. Like it was bad. If you don't believe me, go watch it and then apologize to me for not believing me. Because it's so terrible. I cannot like. First of all, last week when I watched, people were saying every time Paul watches the show is bad, you should give it another shot. So here I am, giving it another shot, and I was like, well, maybe the World Championship match that's in the main event will be good because everyone's banned from ringside, and Hangman and Mox have notoriously had good matches together, and they started it like 10 minutes before the hour. I'm like, damn, they're going to go long here. And everyone was banned from ringside, which means there would be no interference. And it didn't go long. It had interference.
Yeah.
And Hangman took like 5 pile drivers and they all meant nothing.
Yeah. I thought it was fine. It's just like...
Yeah, I thought it was good up until the end when there was interference, which pissed me off.
Why even book that? Like, I'm sorry, nobody said like, hey, this is a no interference match when someone said, what if we had everyone interfere? Just because there's a ref down doesn't mean... Like, the ref doesn't enforce the no interference clause. That's not how this works.
Yeah, that part was stinky, but the match was fine.
And then the ref got up and threw them out. So, like, clearly... Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Like, no disqualification. Just like, hey, get out of here.
Bad.
Yep. But other than the shenanigans, I thought it was fine. And then, like, yeah, I know you was talking about the kickouts from the mini pile drivers and everything. It was just like, to me, it kind of solidified that, like, hey, Mox is out of the fucking prominent spot and Hangman is taking over. So I enjoyed that.
They did that by Hangman just winning. You don't have to have him kick out of every pile driver.
Well, yeah, it's just like, all right, if you wasn't sure, well, now you fucking know.
I guess.
Because, I mean, hell, we seen it many a times. They're like, all right, yeah, they did the thing. All right, they gave him the title back. I.e., 4-time title holder John Moxley. I.e., fucking however many time freaking Omega had it and shit. I mean, they had a lot of rankings.
Maybe he'll steal MJF's clipboard.
Yeah. Well, so there was some MJF stuff on this show too. So Mark
Didn't
Briscoe
care.
and Ricochet had the main event this week, which this is the thing that they've been doing on Dynamite a lot lately. I don't understand why they have the world title match in the middle of the show and then have Mark Briscoe versus Ricochet.
Because this is
as the main
Bizarro
event.
World.
But after that match, Briscoe did a promo on MJF that I thought was actually pretty good.
Like, you thought it was good because it was batshit crazy?
I mean, like the part where he says that he might not ever see his brother again because his brother's looking down on him from heaven, but he's going to fuck up MJF so bad and have no remorse that he's going to hell. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. But
I wish he would have said it better, but I
was just about to say that. Like, he took the long road to get to that point.
Good stuff, though. But yeah, that was Dynamite. And then also, just like, I know Paul doesn't want me to talk about it, but there's one thing on Collision.
Yeah,
where
Vince McMahon.
Max Caster and Anthony Bowens did a double turn as well. Another double turn on this week in AEW. Because, Max Caster's been doing the greatest wrestler alive gimmick, which has gotten very over. So pretty obvious that they
because we're in Bizarro World.
Yeah. So they had Anthony Bowens come out to answer his 5-minute challenge, and then he continued to beat up Caster after the match, and then almost beat up Billy Gunn. So
I didn't know Billy Gunn was still there.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Anthony Bowens.
Aren't they putting him in the 2K game?
Is he?
I think so. I think he's in the next DLC, which to me is kind of odd.
It doesn't matter. You know why? Because he was fully employed by AEW and was there on the reunion show, remember? They don't care.
So. Yeah. That's fair. Well, that's all of that.
Yeah.
Before we take a break, I want to quickly talk about this WWE Unreal show that debuted this week. I don't think you guys have watched it yet.
I've not.
I think if you're mildly savvy to wrestling, this is everything you expected it to be. If you believed that they were going to sell you on this is a behind the scenes show and everything here is a shoot, it's very much not that. There are some aspects that are quite enjoyable of like just the people talking in ways that you normally don't hear them talk, which is nice. But it's still very much like especially the women's episode. Everyone loves Stephanie McMahon. Every time she is on screen, she is like an angel, and she is presented as like this bright spot.
Well, yeah, because they wrote it that way.
I know. It's very funny. That Triple H talks about pushing people all the time. Like when you got to strike when the iron's hot. When people start to feel something.
That's a lie.
It's very much a like we are patting ourselves on the back type of thing. There was one part where Chelsea talks about how, and I think this was common knowledge before this, maybe I just forgot, but she talks about how she had been released a couple of times and she kept getting injured. And then one day she just texted Triple H and asked for her job back and she got it. And we're like, oh,
yeah.
Why doesn't anybody else do that? Triple H is so great for hiring her back. Like, it's very much, WWE produced their own fake reality show about writing their show. That said, the behind the scenes stuff is fun. You get to see them like building gorilla position and kind of like seeing Abyss call a match while it's happening. Like they expose the part of like, yeah, we talk to the referees all the time and like conduct matches that way, which is interesting to see it actually happening.
It's cool.
It's crazy that all of TNA is just
Yeah, backstage.
Backstage guys now. So there's that. I don't know who it's for. Like, you're not tuning in as a casual. Like, I was going to recommend it possibly to my father-in-law who used to like wrestling, but I don't think he would give a shit or be into this at all. Like, it's not paced in a way for a casual to be like sink their teeth into it.
From what you saw or whatever, besides Michael Hayes, like, who has the most tenure back there? Like, is Billy Kidman still running around and shit?
Yeah, he's back there. Bruce Pritchard.
Okay, yeah. I thought he was out for some reason. I don't know.
He should be.
Yeah. That's why I thought he was gone.
He was standing next to Cody during the Hogan bell salute.
I was not looking to talk about any of that. I thought we were done.
Yeah. You know what? I'm booked for a whole nother podcast to where we specifically talk about fuck Hulk Hogan.
Well, that'll be fun for you, I guess. Well, the only other thing from this WWE Unreal thing that Cody texts us about, like, immediately, I guess he woke up at 5 a.m. and binged the whole thing, but it was like 8 a.m. He's like, Paul, they took your idea. And there is a scene where they're like writing the Royal Rumble, and one guy is like, I got an idea. And it's literally the last person and 29 eliminate themselves before number 30's music hits, which I'm like, that's my fucking idea. He told it word for word, like straight out of the podcast. And everyone chuckled and laughed. He's like, it should be for Chelsea. And like, no one hated it. But now that they've put it in the air, it's never going to happen. But they pitched it. I watched a guy pitch it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the thing of like when you show things like this or what could have been or whatever, it's kind of like, you know, people are going to watch this and you trying to gauge the reaction to see like how you can tailor future plans and stuff and maybe try to recycle some of this stuff.
I guess. It's a neat watch though. Like, take a look at it. But if you're like overly cynical about wrestling and you just don't have any interest, like I wouldn't waste my time. But if you're open to just noise, it's good noise. But I haven't finished it yet, so there's like 3 more episodes. I didn't think they were dropping it all at once, but they did.
That's the best way to do a series. Just drop it all at once. Don't make me wait.
No, I want to wait.
I don't want to wait. I don't want to edge.
I'm going to be edging King of the Hill like next week.
Yeah.
Wait, they're dropping that all at once, aren't they?
Yeah, which I'm surprised by.
I hate that.
Yeah, I'd prefer a bi-week thing, but
well, you can just watch one episode a week on your own.
I ain't doing that. I don't have self-control. I need them to control me.
Then I'm not part of the conversation. Everyone else is having the conversation.
Make up your mind. God damn it.
Well, let's pivot to SummerSlam. When we come back, we are going to talk about night 1 of SummerSlam, which is this Saturday from the very wet area around New York City.
All right, we're back and we're here to talk about some more television, this time on the WWE side of things. The WWE.
That was loud and sharp in my ears. Thank you.
There you go. WWE. Guys, what happened on SmackDown?
Nothing. The only thing I wanted to call out
Next.
here that's worth mentioning is that Julia has now been paired with Kiana James.
I saw that.
Yeah, I seen that.
I saw Kiana James show up on my TV and went, oh.
It was kind of odd because it was like, oh, they're putting her here to talk for Julia because they don't think Julia can talk. So like Kiana's interrupting, I think, Zelina.
Yes.
And then Julia just stops Kiana and is like, starts talking. And I'm like, oh, so that's not why she's here.
Yeah. She's
not
like
sure what this is.
She's like her gopher or whatever. She organizes the things and stuff. That was like her early gimmick in NXT. She was like the business person or whatever. So she took care of all the business and whatnot. So I guess they're going to try to translate that here.
She still carries big purse. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this, but first week we'll see. They also had some other stuff that we'll talk about when we get into the SummerSlam.
What do you
Kiana
think she puts in
James.
that big purse?
Bricks,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was the storyline.
extra
NXT.
titty.
What?
What?
No, you don't carry that in the purse, right?
She got a deal: buy 2 get 1 free. So she just has an extra titty.
Yeah, because you never know. Ask Charlotte.
Yeah, you never know.
Then what else happened? Well, that was it for SmackDown. What about Raw?
Yeah, just take us through this card. We'll talk about all the stuff that happens.
Okay. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Yeah, this is on SummerSlam this time.
Is it finally the summer of Kross?
If Kross wins, they set this up on Raw. If Kross wins, Sami Zayn has to say that Kross was right, that I guess Sami has evil in him. And if Sami wins, Kross has to admit that he was wrong about Sami. Good stip. I know we're all on the edge of our seat for this one, but it was a solid promo in the backstage area. Then he gave Sami the pipe. And not like,
Whoa,
not in an innuendo sort of way.
Laying pipe all over Sami.
He laid the pipe on Sami.
Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne. This note says Roseanne Perez defends the women's tag titles against Alexa.
I mean, I'm excited for this. I guess
I wonder
you guys
why.
haven't been paying attention,
Yeah.
but the Alexa and Charlotte pairing has been really, really good.
Has it?
Yes.
Explain.
Have you been watching?
No.
Okay. Well, there was one week where Charlotte was like, I need a cheerleader, so Alexa came out with her fucking pom-poms. And that's like a good callback for us Alexa marks. And then the next week, Alexa had a match and she's like, you got to be my cheerleader. So she had to come out with the pom-poms. They have good banter. They work well together. They wrestle good. And it's refreshing for both of them. I like it. And they're going to win the tag titles.
Are they?
They should.
Probably.
You don't think that Raquel's gonna, keep them warm until what's her face?
No, I think they got to start losing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Some point.
Liv. That's what I was thinking. Randy Orton and the note says Gel Roll
No, it
versus
says Jelly Roll.
Drew McIntyre and Logan. Under that it says Gel Roll had an awesome promo about his love for
He
wrestling
did.
on SmackDown.
He did. He had a tremendous promo on SmackDown. That's if you're going out of your way to watch promos from the last week and you've already done the Christian one, this is a good one to rinse your brain of that trash because
Rinse her brain.
Jelly Roll,
rinse your brain in jelly.
Jelly Roll was tremendous in his promo against Logan Paul, and this is why I said that they have better celebrities involved than Travis Scott. Jelly Roll really feels like he wants to be there and is doing a great job at it. That said, Travis Scott is in the Unreal documentary a little bit and seemed to be having a good time with what he was up to. But like we said, that's fake.
Fee.
We got Tiffany Stratton defending the women's championship against Jade Cargill. I feel like this is a fun matchup.
Yeah, I think it will be.
I guess. They don't really have a feud here, which is a problem.
But she won her opportunity, so.
Right, but like Jade
You
was
wanted
getting
more?
beat up this week by somebody, and Tiffany went out and made the save so they could tug a war with the title. I don't know. I wish they hated each other. I wish there was a heel here.
I feel like Tiffany's really good at elevating matches that don't have a lot of build, though. I feel like I go into a lot of Tiffany versus Trish at Evolution.
Mhm.
Oh shit, had a great
It's
match.
possible. I don't expect it to be terrible. I know Jade has her shortcomings in the ring, but we'll see. I assume she takes the title here, unless they do some turn and
Or some
Tiffany goes
bullshit.
back to being heel.
Speaking of some bullshit, we have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Braun squared.
I put this in this spot, but I bet this closes the show.
I don't like that.
It shouldn't. It should be Gunther and Punk, but I have a hunch they're going to be like, Roman has to close the show.
Yeah, Roman and Jay.
I hope they start.
Raw had a really great beatdown of Roman and Jay this week after the show where Breakker killed them. And then Bronson
really
Reed stole his fucking shoes.
So how the hell are we going to have a match if he killed him?
Bronson Reed, Breakker speared both of them through the barricade.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bronson Reed came over and took Roman's shoes off.
Good.
It was so good.
Yeah. That's what we do in the hood, homie.
What a fucking dunk on Roman. Had to walk around in his fucking messy little socks.
Then Paul, you already said it, but Gunther defending the world championship against CM Punk.
Yeah. They had a promo on Raw again. They're not saying much. They just say they both said they're the best.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think Seth is cashing in here like Cody thinks?
I wouldn't be against it. I say let Punk win and then let Rollins spoil it.
Oh, you think Punk actually wins first before? So we're going to get 2 title changes.
Yeah.
See, I think it cost him.
I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against your scenario either. I mean,
I think
there will be shenanigans afoot.
I think you got to prolong that. I think
because I don't want it to be the thing of like now, they don't do anything here or whatever, or well, like how you were saying, Seth might cost him his opportunity to win the title from Gunther or whatnot, and then now when Seth has his opportunity, Punk fucks him over like how he did with Drew McIntyre. I don't want that.
I think the story here is keeping the belt away from Punk to the point where he has to win the Rumble. And I think he wins the Rumble. But the thing is now Cody's champ at that time, and Seth is champ at that time, and he doesn't know who to pick. And that's your story going into Mania. And you get to repeat that promo they've been doing ever since Cody and Punk were back in WWE every year around the Rumble. I think there's a story there, and
they got some options.
I think that's probably the best one, especially if he hasn't won the title yet. So I guess we'll see. I don't know who else you have win the Rumble. Penta?
Yes.
But he's on main event.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Still weird to me that Penta didn't find his way onto this card.
I want Stephanie Vaquer to win the women's Rumble.
I have been liking seeing the clip of, I think it was Gunther versus Penta, and Gunther doing the smooth operator walk that Penta does.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's great. It
was very good.
I want to see them two running back. Did they have a rematch?
I don't think they had the match yet. I think this was on a house show.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
No. What? Yeah, I mean, like, well, I'll be glad when they have like their official like big main roster match or whatever, because I keep saying it all the time. Gunther said Penta is the only person that's hit him so hard to where he's like, what the fuck is this?
Hell yeah.
They should do that. How do we feel about night 1 of SummerSlam?
Pretty solid, I think.
They have an opportunity to do something cool, so I'm down with it.
What surprised me was on Raw this week, Sheamus had a match with
Rusev?
No, your favorite. Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller, yes.
That's why it took me so long. I totally forgot. And after the match, Rusev beat up Sheamus. I'm shocked they didn't squeeze that match onto this weekend.
There's still time.
Yeah,
unfortunately, there is still time.
I don't know if I've talked about this on the show. Did you guys see that they split up A-Town Down Under like off screen?
Yeah, because Theory's injured.
Well, that's why. Okay.
I'm fine with that. They can do everything with them off screen. Everything. Yes. Grayson Waller should be off screen.
Hey, fuck you.
Austin Theory should be off screen.
Yeah. You off screen. You
they
get
should
the hell
be hanging
out
out with R-Truth.
No.
I don't know. That might be pretty good though.
Remember, they can want truth. Everybody wanted truth. Where's he at?
Well, the truth is that we're going to take one more break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about night 2 of SummerSlam.
and welcome back. We are here for the final segment where we're talking about night 2 of SummerSlam. And now, this is a stark in contrast, I believe, from night 1 and everything. The first match that we got on the docket, as we have listed here at least. Solo Sikoa defends his United States Championship against Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match.
I mean, at least it's a steel cage match.
There's still going to be shenanigans. They just can't help themselves. Nothing can just be what it is. There's always fucking shenanigans.
No, it's a no interference match. They'll never have interference in one of those.
Yeah, right.
To be fair, though, they didn't say you couldn't interfere. They just said there's a cage.
Do you think Fatu does a moonsault off the top of the cage?
Yeah, I think he does.
100%.
Because I feel like they've been pretty cautious about doing stuff off the top of the cage lately. Like they'll do those things where like they perch someone on top of the cage and then they'll have someone do like a superplex from the top of the turnbuckle. And they're like, they superplex off the top of the cage, and like, kinda.
Yeah, but it's into a crowd of people also. But yeah, I mean, this has potential to be okay. But then again, you have Solo Sikoa in there, so
yeah, I'm not pumped for this one, but it is part of the Night of Champions. It is SummerSlam Night 2.
Speaking of, Dominic Mysterio, the reigning Intercontinental Champion, is going up against AJ Styles. There's no stipulation; they're just gonna fight
for the title.
Yeah.
I'm glad that AJ is healthy and on the show.
Yeah.
And making plenty of memes for everyone.
Yeah. I hope he wins.
I do too.
I think Judgment Day has to leave this show with no titles except the tag titles.
I think Judgment Day has to leave this mortal plane.
What the hell?
I mean, not
They're all
like
good.
I mean, not them like the people, but like the group, like the name, the title. Just go away.
It is insane that they were splitting up like
years ago.
They never split up. They changed, but they never split up.
Finn Balor just really wants to be street trash.
Yeah, he does. In continuation of the title defenses, we have Becky Lynch, the women's Intercontinental Champion, defending her title against Lyra Valkyria in a no DQ match.
I feel like this is easily match of the night.
Oh, I don't.
Outside of the stipulation of the title being on the line, they have additionals to where Lyra has to win or she can't challenge for the title as long as Becky is the Intercontinental Champion.
I think it has a chance of being very, very good, as they have been.
But
they just got other stuff that I'm excited about.
Okay.
But does Bayley do anything here? They sure have been building it up as I've been left off all these shows and I'm sad about it, which makes me think she's got to do something.
It remains to be seen. Next on the docket, we have a 6-team TLC match for the SmackDown tag team titles. We have the reigning champions Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, which is an odd sentence to say, defending their titles against Andrade and Rey Fenix, which is a wild little tag team there. I didn't think that would work, but
it's pretty cool.
Kind of working. DIY, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits.
This will probably be nuts. This will probably be a car wreck in a good way instead of, the other car wreck that happened was also in a good way, but
yeah, another ladder match right after Money in the Bank.
Well, this is a TLC match.
But it has a ladder in it.
And it has all of the tag teams that we've been begging for to get on these shows.
Yeah, shit, right? Especially the Street Profits.
I'm pumped for this. I don't know who wins. I hopefully not the Wyatts. And I hope it's awesome. And I hope they just keep doing this because it's not like they're going to stop fighting after this.
So the next match on the docket here, I would not be upset by whoever wins this match. It's a triple threat for the Women's World Championship. Naomi defends her title against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky.
It's probably going to be cool.
I don't think it matters. Vicair's leaving Paris with that title.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, if they're going to take it off of somebody, I think that this would be wise for Naomi to retain here.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
And as an extra added bonus, just for me, she can give Naomi the devil's kiss, because I would like to see that.
I'm sure they'll both do it to each other.
Ooh.
Big night for B-Rob and Booker T.
Yeah.
The B stands for Booker.
Yeah. Outside of that, side note, they did a interview with Valkyria, and she said she misses Booker doing that for her move.
Me too. I think that he should be brought out commentary every time she's there.
No. I just rather the crowd do it. All right. And what we presume will be the main event, John Cena defends his WWE World Championship. WWE Championship. I'm sorry, because there's a World Championship and a WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. Side note,
I think
Cody wants the old John Cena back.
Yeah, he cut a promo on SmackDown saying he wants the good John Cena, not whatever he is now.
Whatever this guy
fine.
is.
But I think the experiment with Cena should be done here. Let's get Cody's belt back on him.
Well, yeah.
Move along.
We kind of talked about it in that last match where it looked like they could have some seeds laid there of him like kind of regretting what he has done and want to make that change back.
Yeah,
that's what the question I was going to ask is what do you do with Cena if you take the belt off him now? Like, what do you do with the rest of his last tour?
Play the hits. Let's pull up that old article we read a couple weeks ago. Looks like Joe Hendry. He's going to go wrestle Joe Hendry in TNA. He's going to wrestle Jey Uso. El Grande.
Boy.
You know what? Like, for real. I mean, this should be like a situation when Cena was doing the open challenges with the United States title. Just people that we would have never thought he would be having matches and shit with. And that's what it should have been other than this.
I think that would be cool. On the other hand, I don't know who's next in line for Cody after this if Cody wins. There's no heel like ready unless you pivot to like Aleister Black or something, which seems like such a step down.
I mean, you do it right from here, between here and there. I think they can get it right.
But they could also end up in a War Games with Cena and Cody on the same team.
I don't want that.
Cena goes babyface.
I'm over with the War Games anyway. So like, I don't want that no more. I don't want that no more.
Doesn't matter. It's happening.
It's turned into Hell in the Cell. It's not special anymore. It's just all the time now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do here. Like maybe Cena does retain in nefarious ways, but it's like, what do you do after? Regardless, I don't think there's not really a babyface waiting for Cena.
You just give him Travis Scott then.
SmackDown kind of needs some stars.
You could
They got no title scene.
You could dust off Shinsuke.
That'd be nice. I like Shinsuke.
Especially spooky Shinsuke.
Yeah, then Cena can get his revenge for Shinsuke dropping him on his head that time they had the match.
Sure. You could call up the Don.
No, you can't. Let's not do that.
He said he's not the Don anymore. Just call him Tony D. That's right.
Like
I watched some
either.
of NXT this week. It sucks.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't know. It's coming out of SummerSlam. Like your next big show is that Paris one.
Well,
yeah, Big Show and Cena. He can't even lift Big Show.
I don't know. I have a question. What the fuck is Omos?
Who cares, man?
I do, because he was doing good things in Japan, and we talked about him heavily on the
You
Japan
don't just
show.
Get to make shit up because you have the Japan.
I
podcast.
am not making up shit. Hey, tell me one nice thing about Omos.
No.
Noah?
He's got a very nice personality, I bet.
Okay.
We don't know that. We don't know.
He likes anime. He likes anime.
That's fun. I bet he gives real good hugs.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that because he's so tall. You might like hug his junk.
Just have him pick me up like a baby.
I can see Noah just like doing like how the babies do, just hold the arms up.
Yeah. Yeah, I want Omos to give me uppies. Is that so wrong?
No, it's not. Well,
What
that's
a
all
weird thing.
that's what we got.
Are we pumped for SummerSlam?
Yeah, I
I'm
forgot
pretty
it was
excited.
happening.
Yeah. I mean, I will probably be getting ready to go to a My Chemical Romance concert for night one, but I'm excited.
And Miss Karrion Kross? You're going to have to pull it up on your phone.
Perhaps, maybe.
Yes, this is my youngest child's birthday weekend, so I'll be out doing birthday shenanigans with the baby.
Heck yeah. Bring your phone
Ain't
there,
nobody watching this shit.
I'll have it on. I'll have it on.
Cody's
I'll be
sick.
watching it.
He can watch TV while he's sick.
Cody's always sick. I think he's lying.
I think he is.
You think he is sick or you think he's lying?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Well,
At least lying in bed, maybe.
have we said it all?
Possibly.
I
feel like
certainly have.
we did a speed run on those last two segments and it feels weird, but we did talk a lot at the beginning.
Yeah. It's been a show. We did a show.
I mean, to be fair,
Tubi.
it's titled Didn't Get All of It. For a reason. And we'll try again next week. Because I'm sure there'll be plenty of stuff to talk about coming out of SummerSlam. And if I watch Dynamite, maybe this time it'll be good. For myself and Noah and B-Rob, why don't you guys have a great week, and we'll be here next week waiting for you to listen to us.
I'm going to be right here, sitting in front of my computer.
Noah wants you to pick him up like a baby.
Give me uppies, please.
You've been listening to a Fatal 4 podcast. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts and visit fatal4pod.com for more episodes, merchandise, and info on the Patreon.
Damn. R.I.P. Regis Philbin. I had no idea.